Player one, your choice. May I introduce Dead Clown Walking? $2,000 for a correct answer. Hey, do you remember that episode of the Mary Tyler Moore Show where Chuckles the Clown dies? Well, given the cause of Chuckles the Clown's tragic death, which song would be the most inappropriate to play at his funeral? Player two, go! You probably wouldn't want to play the Baby Elephant song at the funeral. Chuckles the Clown is killed by an elephant while dressed as a giant peanut. Hey, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Player two, what looks good? We're calling this one Murphy's Law of Secretaries. How does $2,000 sound? Hey, have you ever noticed that Murphy Brown has some running gags that recur from episode to episode? Yeah, and have you noticed that people are following you? I'm kidding. All right, well, if they added a weekly reference to Murphy Brown having an affair with her secretary, then what would we know about Murphy Brown's sex life? She's attracted to tall men. She's lonely. She sleeps with a lot of different people, or she only sleeps with old ladies. Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. Murphy Brown changes secretaries so often that in the credits, they're listed by numbers rather than names. Of course, number 69 is her favorite. Now, if this were a TV show, this is where you get up and use the bathroom, but I'm in kind of a hurry, so let's move right into round two. Okay, this is where I get to hand out the screws, so let me get those for you. Look at all this. Player one, tell me what's next. Let's see what we got going. Why did God make so many sick people? Sit up straight. This one's going to be worth $6,000. Okay, you know that show St. Elsewhere, right? Well, say St. Elsewhere is overwhelmed with patients, and the staff prays to God for help. If God sends the patron saint of the TV industry to assist, what will audiences see on the show? Take a shot. Player one, you're getting screwed. What are you going to do about it? Saint Joseph is, amongst other things, the patron saint of the dying. Nice job. Calling Dr. Loser. Player two, you want it? Player two. Yeah, I know. St. Ydkj is actually the name of the hospital on St. Elsewhere. Next time, listen to me when I read the question. Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? The patron saint of the television industry is Saint Gabriel. Man, he must have really pissed somebody off because he used to get those cool diplomatic jobs like telling Mary about being pregnant with Jesus, but these days he's just a PR lackey who's got to answer for that whole Urkel thing. Player one, give me a category. And our special guest tonight, when you've got the Willies. You get it right, you get $2K. See if you can wrap your skull around this. If you gave a wet willy to all the TV characters who are named Willie, which of the following would not have your spit in his ear? The middle son from 8 is Enough, the father from Alf, the older brother from Family, or the friendly alien from V? Player two. This is gonna end in tears. What do you say, player one? Though the actor that played him is named Willie, the character's name is Tommy. But since that's so close, I'll understand if you want to go ahead and give him an earful anyway. Let's have a category, player one.
15!
Well, what do we have here? Everybody bleeds. Take comfort in your clot. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. All right, take a good look at this picture and tell me, whose discarded bandage is this? George, take a shot, player. As any Trekkie can tell you, Mr. Spock's blood is green. which I'm sure causes a lot of confusion and embarrassment when he gets a nosebleed. Player 2, what do you want?
The kookiest digits you've ever seen. Together they're 14.
Let's have a big warm welcome for... Does that involve removal of the skirt? 4K coming your way for a right answer. Hope you're hungry. It's question time. If the Beatles were to rewrite one of their songs to honor the show Operation Petticoat, which song would they most likely sing? Ken Berry Fields Forever, I Wanna Hold Your Hooter, I Am the Walnut, or the Pink Submarine? For the curious, here's the right answer. Operation Petticoat is about a group of army nurses aboard a pink submarine. So the Beatles would change Yellow Submarine to Pink Submarine. And since Jamie Lee Curtis is one of the nurses, I'd say Hard Day's Night would also be appropriate. Player 1, what are we doing? Shake hands with Treat Me Like a Tool. If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. All right, you're going to want to get your eyes ready to check out this picture. You're all set? Here it comes. Which character most likely sees one of these every day at work? Al from Married with Children, Sam from the Brady Bunch, Floyd from the Andy Griffith Show. This thing is called a Brannick device. It's used to measure your shoe size by people like shoe salesman Al Bundy. Brannick device, Brannick. It sounds like a detective show. Hey, maybe they could make Al as a cop. Smells like there's trouble afoot, Peg. Player 1, what's up? Oh, nice choice, Player 1. Why don't you give Player 2 a boot to the head, because this one's all for you. It's time to play Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat is Star Trek, the never-ending story. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 characters, and for each one, I want you to tell me if they're a regular character on Star Trek The Next Generation, a regular character on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, or both. All right, Charles in charge. You think you know the rules? I'm just going to put 30 seconds on the clock. Let the games begin. Picard, Next Generation. O'Brien. Troy. Cisco. Worf. Dr. Crusher. Last one. Odo. That does it. 5 wrong. That's not gonna do much good. Okay, the next ones won't be so... Player 2, how about a category? Here we have The Dog Made Me Do It. This one can get you $6,000. Okay, let's say famous dog Rin Tin Tin is recruited to be the mascot of a basketball team. If the team has the same name as the cavalry Rin accompanies, for which college team will he be cheering? The Duke Blue Devils, the Arizona State Sun Devils, the DePaul Blue Demons, or the Wake Forest Demon Deacons? Hey, Player 2, you like it? I do this out of love. Player 1, you can take it! Why didn't you pick this one? Rin Tin Tin and Rusty are with the Fighting Blue Devils. Basketball on horseback and the cheerleaders are dogs. There's a whole lot of dribbling going on.